Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody had a great day, great evening, great morning. Just depends on where you're watching this video from. Big shout out to all the dog lovers from across the world. Big shout out to everybody that's taking care of these dogs and rocking with the babe, watching the channel, supporting the channel. Big thanks to all y'all brothers and sisters today. We don't got any news. We got some dog talk. We're gonna get into talking a little bit about treadmills and just different things about treadmills and working on them. But like I said, I hope everybody had a great day, having a great evening. Let's just get straight into it, man. Um, you know, First thing I want to say, it's really not about the treadmills, but at the same time, it is. W- I'm gonna start this conversation off by saying to my young brothers and my brothers, all ages. This is to all ages. You are seeing times change in your face right now. You know, um, we always say times ain't the same, but right now you're seeing times change right in front of your face. And we're gonna speak about this when we talking about these treadmills. And I'm gonna speak about the dog trotter, and we're gonna go from there. You know, I speak about the dog trotter because it's a well built mill, and like I said, times are changing in front of your face. When I bought the dog trotter, it was mills like killer spinner that I was gonna either get a killer spinner, the dog trotter, and it was a few more I was gonna get, and I was trying to spend some bread on it, you know, but I start studying. I went on Dog Trotter USA and I was looking at the treadmill or whatever, and I decided I want to get that one because it had all the dings and all the little dings on it. So the thing about the Dog Trotter, you know, like I was telling my homeboy, it's a well constructed machine. It's expensive. You know what I'm saying. Especially if you're getting the Evo Deluxe. It's expensive, but it's a well built machine. And times are changing right now in front of your face, my brothers. Because when I bought the dog trotter, you know, you didn't have a whole bunch of treadmills with plastic slats. It wasn't the normal thing to have plastic slats when I bought it, even though some had it, but it wasn't the normal thing. So everything else outside of the plastic slats was like extras to me. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, times is changing in our face. The same, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. Not the same, but these same treadmills you can get off Amazon and Walmart right now. I paid 4 or 5 thousand for the one I had. These same treadmills, you know, you can get from Walmart for 500 to 1,000. And if you say you pay the highest from off Amazon, you pay the highest one, you may pay $1,200. And they coming with all the little dings and stuff. You just gotta look around and you can find the ones that adjust. We're gonna talk about all that, the adjustments, the speedometer. We're gonna talk about all that. But I'm gonna speak, like I said, a little bit about the dog trotter USA for the brothers who are interested in that. When I got mine, he got a whole lot more accessories on it now. When I got mine, it had the shocks in the middle. I had the brake system, the speedometer. Um, you can adjust it. You can adjust the belt, make the belt tighter, because you can make the belt where it's loose, and then you can make it where it was tighter. You can actually adjust the front and the back. But let's just start with the first accessory. Let's start with the tilt. Let's start with the tilt. Now, for any brother, you know, like I said, times are changing. These way cheaper treadmills, when I say cheaper, cheaper in price. These treadmills are built sturdy and just as sturdy as the dog trotter is, but you know how it is when a person handcraft something, when a person handcraft you a belt, handcraft you just a wallet or whatever. It's something more to that handcraft you a collar. It's something more to that handcraft. You know what I'm saying? It means more. It carries more value. To that person and to the person buying it. So when it comes to the dog trotter, man, it had the tilt system. Okay, now with a regular treadmill, you can use a brick or some type of blocks of wood or something. But you got to make sure it's wide enough to sit the treadmill on, because you don't want the treadmill rocking when the dog start going fast. But like I said, these cheaper treadmills, they come in with the tilt, at least 3 system tilt in it, where they go from one level to the next 3 different levels. That's how some of the cheaper treadmills are coming. You just have to read the description of what's in the meal that you're getting. But your tilt is gonna be great for your uphill and downhill running. We're gonna talk about uphill first. I wouldn't advise. You see, and this is the difference too as well. When you got a regular treadmill, and you put a brick up under it for the tilt, you only get one level. That's however high that brick is, or however high that block is. And if it's too high, then you got too much tilt on it. Your dog may not be able to run on it the way you need for him to run on it. Because I did it plenty of times. I put the brick up under it, or whatever kind of blocks I got there, I put up under it, and the treadmill have a little too much slant on it. The slant that a dog will slide off the back if he don't got that harness on, or a collar strap around him. He'll slide off the back. So you got too much tilt on it then. And that's where the adjustments in the more modern, or the more, well, I'm gonna say modern, 2024, 2025, treadmills coming cheaper, and they give you the tilt system as well. You start low, and you may get that much tilt on it. But believe me, that much tilt is gonna make a difference. Then the next one might go, and then you probably end up with that. But when you buy the treadmill with the tilt on it, you never get tilted too high where your dog slide off the back. Even if you go to the highest tilt on the treadmill, your dog still won't slide off the back, because they made it that way. But we'll figure something out. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure it out and how to do it. And that's what this video is gonna be about. Because if you don't got all the dings and bats on your treadmill, we're gonna talk about ways to make it like that. You know what I'm saying? As far as rigging it up. You know what I'm saying? Not putting nothing on it, but like we said, use the brick, use your 4x4. But it gotta be, I'm gonna say, you can't really use a 4x4. It's not wide enough. You gotta use an 8x8. If they make them. 4x8. That'd be good, a 4x8. But you want to stack in the levels, man. And the thing about it, uphill running, you working different muscles than you working just running flat hill. So like I said, when it come to these keeps and it come to getting your dogs worked out, some brothers do things other brothers ain't gonna do. Some brothers do things other brothers ain't gonna do. And I gotta start this back over again by saying, in the summertime for sure, wintertime, it just depends on how hard my dog is working. I always keep some water right there. And this water is not to go drink the whole pan. I don't have the bucket. I just have a little pan, like this dog food pan, with enough water for him to get, quench his thirst. And when he get to that point where he starts run hot a little bit, I give him a little bit of water to drink, maybe 3 or 4 laps. Just lap 3 or 4 times, and then I snatch it back, just for him to have enough. And sometimes you can see the dog pick up their pace when you do that. It's like a refreshing boost. And understand, the supplements are great, but just imagine this. Just imagine this, because I always talk about the steroids and different things or whatever. Now, even when it comes to supplements, the more natural your dog is, the better off you're going to be. When I say natural, I mean nothing. No kind of supplements, straight whatever food you feeding, and your super greens, and your extra proteins, and the type food you feeding. Now, some brothers say too much of them supplements will make your dog overheat. That's why I say the more natural your dog is. If you got a dog that's running like a bat out of hell, and he's all natural, you haven't even put him on supplements yet. You see, now I will say this: the supplements, what they do as well is, when your dog burning all that energy off, and he burning them calories, and he burning different things off, it's gonna replace all that stuff. So the supplements aren't a bad thing. You just can't overdo it when it comes to it. And like I said, a dog that's not on no supplements and he's fully worked, say I got my dog at, he's peaking out at 1 hour and 30 minutes on the meal, and I'm giving him good supplements, got him on weight and everything. Now this other dog over here, he's on weight too. He don't take no supplements. He only getting fed certain things, great foods, and he don't take no supplements. And he's a great dog as well. He's gonna be the better dog, most likely. I can't say that, because the supplements, like I said, is not a bad thing. But a natural dog that's on the same level as these other dogs, you know, it's gonna always be better natural. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be better natural. The supplements is basically an easy way to skip all that going to try to buy the foods and buy this and buy that. These supplements you give them is supposed to replace all that basically. Whether you can fully replace it or not, but it's supposed to basically keep you from going to do all that shopping and stuff. And buying stuff that you may not need and may not work. So we talking about the tilt on the treadmill, running uphill is going to be just as important as running, flat in my opinion. You may not have to, a lot of people don't ever run uphill or downhill when they're doing their keeps. I mean, you know, different folks with different strokes when it come to that. Um, I run uphill just to say I might run uphill for 5 minutes and then I flatten it back down. Let them run even. You got to be creative with it, man. And like I always say, just like with this training, once your dog get bored, he's not going to give you the same output that he would give you once he's interested in what he's doing. So no matter what it is, treadmill or whatever, he bored of getting on the same thing, doing the same thing every single day. You got to switch it up for him. Mind stimulation, them dogs need it. Make them think. You know what I'm saying? Make them work. And when I say make them work, it don't mean overwork them. It mean make them work. You know what I'm saying? And stop being lazy from the dog owners. See, a lazy dog owner can screw a great dog up because you're trying to skip steps. You're trying to skip this. Oh, I got a great dog. He don't need this or he don't need that. He don't need this. He don't need steroids. He might not need the supplements, but he need a great owner. And he needs his owner to think logical and think like never underestimate what opponent that you're going against. You could pull 1,000 or 1,500. Don't underestimate him. He can pull 2,000. So you got to work even harder. Whatever event you're going in, and uphill running is gonna do it. And like I said, the tilt levels on these new treadmills, the cheaper models, than the dog trotter, it's a great way to go. I wouldn't, me myself personally now, I wouldn't buy a dog trotter now unless I just wanted to get that as you know, a trophy style. You know what I'm saying? It's a great meal. But modern day times, Walmart, once they figure out what's what, they gonna pretty much dub what you doing for half the price. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna play stupid. I done had the dog trotter. I seen that quality, and I bought the lesser quality ones from Amazon. And I mean, not really no difference. Not really no difference. And now we talking about running downhill. That's when you want to have your tilt in the back of a dog. If you don't got a tilt in the back, all you got to do is swing your dog around and face him in the other direction and put the tilt, put you a 3 tilt on it at the highest tilt. So he'll be going downward. And then, let him run the same way. He gonna be working different muscles. He gonna work different muscles to go down, then he gonna work coming up. He gonna work different muscles. So and he gonna work different muscles going up and down, then he gonna work going straight. you know. So try it out if you haven't tried it yet. If you think it ain't working, believe me, it is working. You try running uphill and downhill at the same speed you run flatland, and see how it work you out. But that's just a few things. And like I said, man, if your treadmill don't have a tilt on it, just slide you a board. Just make sure it's wide enough for your treadmill legs to sit on it without sliding off and all that. And work it, man. You don't got to be all sophisticated. If you say you going to try to wait till you get all sophisticated till you can win something, you ain't going to never win shit. But hey, man, uphill, downhill, add it to your program if you haven't added yet. Now we're gonna talk about the resistance with the brake system on the dog trotter. And this is something that's a lot of the cheaper treadmills coming with as well. And the brake system can be used in more than one way to help your dog out with working wise. The whole point of that is not just to stop the tracks. Okay, I'm glad I say stop the tracks because a lot of people injure their dogs by trying to take them off while the treadmill's still rolling. It was stopped, but the dog started back running on it when you taking his harness or collar off. He started back running, so now you're taking him off running, or you taking him off the front. It's always you want to pick the dog up off the treadmill. Don't let him jump off the treadmill. You want to pick him up and take him off and sit him down. Because when you let them, you know how dogs are, they'll try to jump off the treadmill when you take them on loose, you know? And when they do that, they can catch their nails in the track. Easy. And a broken nail is painful to the dog. May not be painful to you, but it's painful to that dog. And don't be the one to lose whatever event you're going in because your dog paw hurt, you know? So just take them off and put them on, the safe way. And a lot of people underestimate and think it ain't no safe way. You do it how you do it. Believe me, you'll injure your dogs if you're not working on these meals the right way. So when it comes to these brakes and using them for multiple things, first, to take your dog off, you can use the brake to stop the track all the way completely. Then take your dog off, which eliminates some of the nail situation. All right. The next thing you do with the brakes is you want to put some resistance in it. You don't lock your brakes all the way up. You just add some resistance. See, it's gonna almost be like your carpet mill. Now, once you get it, say you take it and lock it halfway up, lock your brake system halfway up, where you got half the resistance on it and half the roll that you had before. The dog ain't gonna get no free rolling. For those who don't know what free rolling is when your dog push it one time and the treadmill, if you actually take the dog off after he push it one time, the treadmill is still gonna be rolling by itself. That's what you call free spinning. Now, you don't get no free spinning when you lock the brakes up halfway. No free spinning. So the only way that mill gonna turn if that dog push it. And it's gonna actually give you more resistance than a carpet mill will. Because a carpet mill is not gonna be that tight as if you lock the brakes up halfway. And I don't know. I don't know if it'll damage the brakes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it'll damage the brakes. Me myself, I do it. I did it. You know, um, and that's what I'm quite sure that's what Dog Trotter USA meant for it, or meant to put it on there for, and all the other treadmills, so you can add your resistance and make the meal harder to spin and get a harder workout for your dog. You know, um, Now I will say this though. I will say this about the dog trotter before I get off that. When I got in trouble with my dogs, this is what the reporter did back in the days. The reporter, they wrote their little report about me, and then at the end of that they said they wrote a whole report on the dog trotter brother. And they were making it look like he sold me the thing for fighting and all that. Like, that's why I tell you, these reporters, they'll manipulate whatever they want to. That's what I get on my show and tell y'all brothers, man. And we get up here and we listen how these reporters be talking. And if they saying the key words, they saying certain words that really ain't involved with that brother case. But they making it look worse. So whenever they do put you in front of a grand jury to see if you're going to be indicted, they go back and look at all these little news clippings and stuff, and they hear what the reporter's saying, they're going to go with that because they're using words that's incriminating words that's going to make you look a certain way. And that's what they did with the dog trotter brother when I got in my trouble. They talked about the treadmill and talk about, basically like trying to make the fella look bad or something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it is what it is. Let's keep talking about this meal. We uphill, downhill. We talked about brake resistance, giving yourself a tighter band. Now you got the speedometer. You can track your mileage, how many miles you're going, your average speed, and all your cheaper meals are coming with this as well. So that's why I say times are changing right here in your face, brothers. You don't gotta go pay 5,000 for one. If you want a real great one, I'm not gonna lie. Um, I can't say that's 5,000 well invested. You know what I'm saying? When I bought mine, I was doing my thing in the game. So that 5,000 wasn't nothing. You know, right now I wouldn't buy it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't buy it because there's a whole lot more cheaper things with the same quality that you're gonna get. So, like I said, man, check around. Amazon got a lot of different kinds. Walmart got kinds. You can find them all online, man. It's like it's gonna get to the point where everybody gonna have to bring their meals down, or they gonna have to put some kind of super stuff on these meals to the point where these cheaper ones can't touch it. You know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of great meals on Facebook. It wasn't like this years ago. That's why I say brothers got a lot of options out here, man, when it comes to getting your dog in shape and getting your dog prepared for whatever event you get going to, compared to how brothers had 20 some years ago. You just got a lot of options, man. You might find you a nice color painted treadmill with slats on, plastic slats and everything. $500 in today's time. So it's like brothers gonna have to take certain things down. In that actuality, you don't gotta take your price down because your price is your price at the end of the day. You know, you can buy that or you can buy this. Either way, I mean, it ain't gonna really make nobody take their price down. But you know how Walmart do it, they compete with everybody. Another thing you want to do, you want to make sure that your treadmill is big enough for your dog. And make sure you place the dog, when I say place the dog in the right area of the treadmill. You don't want his feet to be coming off the front. That's another way for his nails to get broke. You don't want his feet to be in the front. You want that dog to be where he can give you a good stride. If he's running full throttle, he's going to be in the center of that treadmill. Not too far back, not too far forward. You need him in the center of that mill when he's in full stride. And there's plenty of cheap big treadmills out there now. That's the only thing about, like I said, times are changing, man. Um, I could have bought about 6 or 7 treadmills, you know what I'm saying, for the price I paid for that dog trotter. You know, and all of them would have had plastic slats. And the plastic slats, the thing about that, it helps your dog feed out better than some of the more hardwood stuff. And with the dog trotter, it had like the shocks. My dog didn't have a hard bounce, a hard step. It wasn't like he was running on concrete. Whenever he was running, it had a stiff bounce. Not no bounce where it was a stiff bounce, like a strut. You can push your weight down on it and you can feel it bounce, but it was just enough to give that dog some help with his ankles and all that type of stuff. Not so much strain on his legs, I guess. And I haven't seen any of the cheaper meals with the shock system on it. I haven't seen any of them. But there's some great meals out there, man. There's some great meals out there, and all of them got their own little accessories they're doing. Dog Trotter got them all in one meal. Each one of them cheaper meals, some of them got this, some of them got that, some of them got this, some of them got this and that. You just have to look in the descriptions. Like I said, I mean, you may get into the 1,000 mark. But hell, that beats 4,000. Beats 4,000. And I mean, shit, that's 1,000 I could put on a meal and 3,000 I could put on my competition. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, it just is what it is. Um, I think the meals, even if you really look online, you can see some of what they call the what they call them meals. They dog trotters, but they not the dog trotter USA's. They the other treadmills called dog trotters. They more like electric mill style meals. But some brothers can get their dog in full shape with electric treadmill as well. And I ain't sure if the cheaper treadmills come with this accessory, but I think they may do. But the dog trotter I know do got a automatic make the band spin automatically. Remote control make the band spin without the dog even running. you know. So and I want to say some of the cheaper meals got it in that like that too. You just gotta look around, read the descriptions, and find them. You know, read the description and find it. And like I said, man, I always keep me a little pan of water because you need water in order to work out. You know, when you out there playing football, when you out there running track, when you out there doing any kind of exercise, you drink water yourself. You out there boxing in the ring and sparring with your partner today, you drink water, man. So you can't, like I said, you got to give these dogs some water if you want them to keep working. If you just trying to do that, then that, take them off. But if you trying to build work, that's why I tell brothers when I say um, 2 hours on the treadmill, it's not impossible. It's what my keep is gonna be if the dog can do it. 2 hours at the end of my 8 week. But the thing is, you can't do 2 hours if you're not trying to give your dog no water. I mean, you gonna burn the dog out. You don't want the dog to be injured just to like you trying to prove a record or something. You need him to do that easy. Do that easy, and you need to keep him hydrated. Even the wood treadmills are better, you know, than how they used to be. You can get great wood treadmills. They making them totally different than how they used to be. So just take your time, man. Work them dogs. Gradually build your speed and your performance up on your meal. Um, and if you can get, and another thing, speedometer. You can go buy your speedometer from Walmart and add to your meal. Cause when I got the dog trotter, I had to put the speedometer on there. Um, the wire was connected, but I had to connect the face part of it. And all it is the brother, detached, had it where it was attached to the treadmill, and it's a regular Walmart speedometer, digital. Now I don't know about today's time one. He may have a LCD screen on it now. You know what I'm saying? But mine was regular digital. So I went over there and look at the speedometer time to time just to see. Only thing I used the speedometer for when I had it, because I had your basic black and white, like like a watch looking speedometer. All I was watching was the actual speed the dog was going. Some days he going 5, some days he going this, some days he going that. I watch the speed. Some when they pick up speed and when they drop. I never really kept the data. It was would keep the data, but I never really paid attention to all that stuff. But if I get one with a bigger screen on it, I will pay attention to it. And I see a lot of the treadmills. What my partner was telling me, they got a treadmill out that can tell your dog temperature. In the cheaper brackets, I'm talking about the cheaper treadmills could tell your dog temperature. Like I said, they making them more advanced, man, and that's a great thing. Um, you don't have so many more things you can do with that money to go to your dog program than spend it on a $5,000 treadmill. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I will not sit here and tell you that treadmill that I got from Dog Trotter USA. I got 3 of them. I will not tell you that I got the basic, the Evo. 2 times I bought the Evo and the basic. I will not tell you that them treadmills wasn't worth it. They was nice. They was nice. But at the end of the day, when it come down to the come down, you just want your dog to run and run good. Run and run good. And like I said, if you know you're gonna be running uphill and downhill, go ahead and get your tilt in your cheaper treadmill. Go ahead and get your treadmill with the tilt in it. Because it's gonna be a whole lot easier to do it like that than try to put your brick on it and it's gonna be unstable. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be stable as you want it to be, you know. And like I said, it's gonna have more tilt than you need. It ain't gonna gradually build your dog tilt up. Now, one thing I do different in the summertime is make sure I got me a fan in front of them. A little box fan or something like that. You don't really need it in the wintertime because it's pretty chill. But the summertime, I definitely use it. And if it's a hot winter day, I'll use it. But if it's one of them cold days, you be all right. But like I said, man, the dog don't sweat, so you got to keep the dog hydrated. The only way he's letting moisture through his pads, moisture is coming out his mouth, and moisture is coming out. somewhere else. I don't want to say the wrong place, but I know it's pads and his mouth. So you gotta keep them straight, man. Gotta keep them straight, and keep them pads hard when you get on that mill. No matter what, if you got the plastic or the wood, you gotta work. Protect them pads, man. Protect them pads. And the easy way, like I always say, the easy way that I clip my dog nails, you can clip them with a nail clipper. It's the easiest way. But I take my dogs for walks and let them burn it down naturally and shave their nails down off the concrete. And their pads getting a little rougher as well. Keep you some cool air in the summer. Keep you some water. If you working out hard, no matter when it is. But yeah, man, I just wanted to speak about that really, and just speak about um, how times changing, and you can get the same quality, pretty much without spending $3,000 more. A lot of that stuff, it ain't gonna matter far as you get your dog in shape. It's just like the uphill, downhill, you need that. You need that. You don't need no speedometer. You know, brake system, you don't really need it. You don't need that at all. But you can utilize that brake system. You can utilize it. And like I said, if you're thinking about buying a carpet mill, you don't gotta buy a carpet mill. You just lock your brakes up a little bit, and it's gonna give you more resistance. Your band not gonna be a free roller. You know. So you know, just go by whatever you think you need for your program, and just and look at the meal that you're getting. And a lot of that stuff you can add on if a handy person with tools and stuff. You can add a lot of that stuff on yourself. And just imagine you bought a $500, thousand, a 500, $700 treadmill. Now you could probably add all that other stuff on there without even going over $500 yourself. Going to buy this part, going to buy that part, buying this, buying that. You can add all that stuff on there. You just got to be handy with the steel, handy with probably with welding, or handy with them tools and stuff like that. You know. But yeah, man. Big shout out to all the brothers out there with them dog trotters, killer spinners. It's a whole lot more. My man with Mississippi meals. Big shout out to everybody, man. Brothers making some great meals. My man was making them carpet meals down there in Louisiana. Salute to you, fam. I ain't seen you online making them lately, but salute to you. They was looking like some great ones. I wanted one, but I ain't never get one. Um, you should send me one, dog. You know what I'm saying? Send it to me. Let me run on that thing. Let me show them boys what that treadmill you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is, though, man. Salute to you, fam. Keep doing that great work. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, I don't got too much news. I don't got no news today. Just doing a little bit of dog talk about this meal. And for any brothers that, a lot of brothers really, you know, you it's a few brothers that don't know you can buy the meals off Amazon and Walmart. You know, um, and I remember it was to the point when I was getting my dog trotter, I had to pick them up at a 18 wheel depot, and they had one that they bought on a small 18 wheeler and brought it to my front door. But the thing about when I was buying them, I asked brothers to go help me get it, and they acting like they gotta hide it and all kind of stuff. It be wrapped up in plastic and everything, but they acting like they gotta hide it, and we doing something illegal, and couple years later, you can order it straight from Amazon. Straight off Amazon, straight off Walmart, and whoever else do that type of selling. It's just times changing, man, and it's changing for the best for the dog, man, and people who want to do right by these dogs. It's changing for the best for you. You know, um, that's all I really got to say about that. Remember, man, your uphill, downhill running, you're gonna get some great workouts out of that. Great workouts. And your dog, you make him run downhill and look how he run. Look how hard it is for him to run. Push that band back uphill. Cause he's running down, but he pushing that band. His legs got to push that band back up. You know. So just check it out, man. And like I said, don't do too much tilt. Too much tilt, your dog gonna slide off the mill, whether it's front or back. Even if he don't slide off the front, he ain't gonna be able to work. Like he's gonna be choking him. So Not too much tilt, but just enough to get that angle so you can say he going up now or he going down now, you know? And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And I just want to say this, man. We ain't gonna get in nobody business when it comes to relationships. One thing we don't do, you know. But all my brothers out there, I don't care. This right here is a brother for all colors. All colors. I need all my brothers to stand up, get on your Twitter, get on your Instagram, and hashtag cut her loose to my brother Travis Hunter, man. If anybody out there can talk to Coach Prime, tell Coach Prime to tell that brother, man, cut that girl loose, man. Cut her loose. And some folk might be like, oh, man, listen, we want this brother to succeed, man. We want this brother to succeed. And like I said, it don't matter what if you see and listen here, man. The girl say, he wasn't my type at the beginning, this and that and this and that. I know he wasn't your type till you seen that dollar bill. You know what I'm saying? I know he wasn't your type. And then the girl done gave him plenty red flags. Red flag number one, arguing with me on my Heisman game coming out the stands. That's red flag one, strike one. Arguing with me on my game, in the public. Strike one. Strike two is, if y'all didn't pay no attention, Coach Prime had to make her stand up when that brother won the Heisman the other night. Coach Prime slapped her on the back, say, stand up, shorty. He ain't say shorty. He tapped on the back, and that's what he said in his head. Stand your ass up. That's strike number two. Strike number three, she arguing with that man while he taking pictures with fans and all kind of stuff. She sitting there talking about how long I gotta sit here and all kind of, man, Travis, I know it hurt, dog. You say you love her. Get rid of that girl, dog. Or she gonna be the downfall. She gonna be trying to take half your check you about to sign for, big dog. And guaranteed, she ain't gonna be the once that one baby come, she gone, son. But like I say, fellas, man, from all across the world, hashtag cut her loose. Hashtag cut her loose, man. And hopefully that brother, he do the right thing. And like I said, if she wasn't doing it in the public, we wouldn't have nothing to talk about. She doing it in the public, so the hell with anybody that can say stay out their business. She doing it in the public. That man don't need no woman like that. We want that man, like I say, we want that man to succeed. You don't want that man to come to your team with them problems, with them lady problems. And now your team, he ain't doing what he can do because she giving them hell. You know how that goes, son. Once that thing gets signed, it's a wrap. Dog, if she doing that already, before you even sign them papers, that's bad signs, man. You don't keep nothing like that. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be blunt with you. Fuck that and keep it stepping, man. You bend that over and keep it stepping. Treat her. That's for the streets, homie. That's shorty you got for the streets, dog. But hey, man, we on that dog news. I just had to say that. You know what I'm saying? I had to get that off. But yeah, man. Y'all hit that like button up out there, man, and keep taking care of them dogs like y'all keep taking care of them dogs, like y'all taking care of them dogs. You know what I'm saying? And keep doing y'all thing, man, the legal way, the legitimate way. Don't worry about no haters, because you see I don't. You know what I'm saying? You see I don't. Haters can't do nothing but for me, but keep hating. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what they doing. Keep promoting. Keep PBK9s on their brain. You know what I'm saying? Keep me on their brain. That's all they can do, man. At the end of the day, I'm going to keep doing me. Y'all keep doing y'all, man. And stay right out here, man. Stay right out here. Because like I said, what we need is more older brothers that want to guide these brothers in the right direction. Y'all act like y'all scared to guide these brothers and tell them the right things to do with these dogs. You act like you scared, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm talking to your old schoolers. Tell these brothers the truth. It ain't going down that way. You're not a sucker because you tell these brothers the truth. Hey, I don't know, man. Like I said, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay legal. Use these treadmills for the right things. Get these dogs work the way y'all need to get them work. No muscle pulling. Just straight come off. At the end of the day, your finished product look like a well-built machine, man. Well-built machine. So y'all stay safe, y'all stay legal. PB K9s, and we out.
Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burn it G. All by his bread. Bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burn it G. All by his bread. Now bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Now bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Now bitch, I'm first week ballin', trying to get my bread long. You know the game gone and my mind been blown. Different decisions that I done made got me fucked up now. Still gon' thug the life I'm living, still gon'